at Cashwise now, and I am just checking out everything to see what they have. I love these rescue bags. Sometimes they have good stuff in them. We don't really eat too many cucumbers. My husband eats them. I need to get some yellow onions. Now, Walmart didn't have any. They had the ones you can buy by a pound, but they didn't have the individual. Now look at that. Yellow onions, $5.99 for 5 pounds. No, it just seems kind of expensive. I need onions, so let's go over here real quick and see if they have any. They have a lot of empty bins over here. Let's check out. Sometimes they have the salad mix savings deals. This is $1 off. I already have the ingredients to make a regular garden salad. I like those ones that have a lot of different mixed green lettuces and caps are full. Now I'm going to show you, look at the top. I want you to see this. This is happening all over the store now. So, as you can see, they have tons of stuff that is thin, right? Now I used to work at Cashwise. I used to work at this one. But they're starting to put it on top. Now that's something they never used to do. They used to always put it away. So I find that very interesting. And I wanted to share that with you because I have 2 suspicions on this. So I have to start looking up now to be fair and honest when I'm showing you a review here at Cashwise. And I noticed this the other day. Now, there's a few progressive soups on top, but as you can see, it's still very, very empty. Lots of holes in there. And then here's the, I've never heard of this brand. I don't know if that's any good. I like to make soups from scratch. I think once you learn how to cook from scratch, your food actually does taste better. My mother taught me how to cook. There you go. I mean, look at all the chunky soup. Now, if you look down here, there's a lot of holes. It's very thin, very thin. And I find that very curious. The stock, the broth is in short supply. Let's see if there's any on top. There is a little. So I'm going to tell you what I think is going on, and I'm going to show you why I think this is going on. So, you know, stores already have sales ads, right? I mean, there's sales ads, what you get in the circular, in the Sunday paper with the coupons. Those ads are, you know, done well in advance, right? So let's look at this. Now, when I'm sick, I only want cup noodle soup when I'm sick. Yeah, it's true. So, part of my flu kit every year, I always make sure I buy several packages of that. The rice is still very thin. Let's look at the top. Look at that. Look at all that rice up there. But it's not on the shelves. I think this is to help to keep the illusion. Several things, sorry, I was going to say 2 things, but several things I think all the canned stuff, one might be the sales ads, so they have to stock up on it, so when the circular comes out, they have that product in advance to sell, because those circulars are planned, you know, months in advance as they're purchasing their foods. And I think the other thing might be is that they want to be able to keep the shelves look relatively full. So by sticking it up there and not putting it on the shelves, they always have a little something to stick in there. $4.28 for graham crackers. Give it a plug. I like Jell-O. I know a lot of people don't, but I like it. I like Jell-O because it's, especially when it's a hot summer, it's a pretty inexpensive, cool treat, and you only need to add water. Let's take a look at the cake mixes. The last Cashwise, the one in Williston, when I asked the person who does their ordering what was going on, she just told me it was bake sales. Okay, that's a lot of bake sales. Their cake mix looks pretty good. Let's look on top. And there you'll see some more mixes, but their frostings are in short supply. So I think some of this, putting the food on top now, is because they are trying to make sure that they will be able to keep the shelves looking relatively full consistently, and sales. And I'll tell you why I first noticed this, because I came in, I thought, well, I like sweet potato pie, but I thought I might buy a little bit of pumpkin because I've been noticing there hasn't been a lot of pumpkin. Look at the top. Look at the top. That's when I first noticed the pumpkin. And I asked my husband, what do you think that is? And he told me, I think that they're stocking up for their sales ads and for the holidays. So they're putting it up there, and that way they can get their shelves looking nice. They have that available for the holiday and the seasons. And I think that he's right. And I'll tell you why. Because, like I said, I used to work at this specific Cashwise about 2 years ago. And they never did that. Now, there's plenty of oil, right? I mean, it's enough, I guess. It's not full. I'm not used to it not being full. A little on the top, but not much. Hello. Flour looks pretty good. They have the big bags. I didn't have the big bags last time I was here. That's looking for the wheat, and they don't have the wheat. I used to be able to get that at Costco. There's no Costco here. There's Sam's Club, but that's 3 hours away. And their spices are already been too. Like a lot of the stores. Income doesn't look too bad. Pancakes. I don't know about you. I love pancakes and I love syrup. I don't like the smell of maple, though I like the taste. The oats have been in a short supply. Of course, from my prior video, you know I like apples and cinnamon. Now, if they can make a big giant bucket of apples and cinnamon oatmeal, I would be so on that. But I'm not interested in maple brown sugar. No, because I don't like the smell of maple. I like the taste. I don't like the smell. And it's really weird. I'm the same way about chicken. So that makes it easy for me not to eat so much meat, because I love the taste of chicken, but I can't stand the smell of chicken. And I'm gonna tell you a secret for those of you who don't have chickens. Now, I didn't know this, but cereal looks good too. Evidently, a live chicken, a cooked chicken, a fried chicken, a baked chicken, all smells the same. Whether it's a living chicken or it's a dead chicken, it all smells the same. It has changed. I think the cereal, if you look, it's a little deeper than it was, so I think that's pretty good. There is a little cereal on top. Look, there's a lot of cereal down there. But they don't have the shelves full. So I think that they are making sure they have what they need for those sales ads that are already prepared and ready to come out. And they're preparing for holidays. And they're doing it keeping you unaware and uninformed. Somebody messaged, I wrote a comment telling me that they found everything they wanted at Walmart. I thought that was awesome. I didn't. So I'm here today. Tea, I like tea, but unsweet tea. I'm from the South, but I still like unsweet tea. The coffee is still really thin here, as you can see. And hot chocolate. But let's scroll up. Look at that. Why are the shelves thin and they have all of that crap there? What is that about? So, but this is a new phenomenon. I just saw this start about 3 weeks ago, but I was waiting to see if they were gonna put it on the shelves, and they weren't. So I think what little extra they have, they could be leaving, like I said, for sales ads, or just that whole bit where I was saying that they will put things that they do have extra in abundance of, they put in places to trick you. All to just combobulate you. To make you believe everything's possible. Look at that. Either that or they have some really lazy. But they never used to put the stuff on top, so that is definitely a new phenomenon. And we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. Now, we had this discussion yesterday. Now, I thought I had Mountain Dew at the house, and I don't. But I'm gonna have to start drinking some tea, because tea has more caffeine anyways, and I love tea. Now, let's see what else I have to get on my list. I don't like the meat department here. They don't cut their own meat, but even when they did, their meat, I don't know, it's not very good. Or seafood. I'm gonna find out the price. Better quality that most people like, which I don't like. Cloverdale is $6.19. There's a lot of pigs out there right now being chopped up. I guess that's good. Plant-based should be happy. And if you haven't checked out Plant-based Roasted Pepper, he was my first subscriber. My very first subscriber. He even subscribed before my husband did. Check out his channel. Really should. He goes over lots of topics. This seems to be my favorite one. Chicken seems to be in short supply. A lot of these brands I don't recognize. I don't know where they get this from. One of my subscribers told me to back up when I'm filming, so I'll try. But the problem is at Walmart, I'm trying to be discreet as quick as possible because, you know, they catch you. They're gonna make you stop. And they know I don't like to get people on camera. The cheeses because I need to find more packaged Parmesan cheese. My husband likes pasta too. I'm not big on pasta. But cheese here too. But I want Parmesan packaged. I watched a really interesting video on Parmesan cheese on YouTube not too long ago. And here it's 2 for $4, so we will grab the last 2 packages. Cheese seems to be in short supply here too. I think I'm gonna make lasagna tonight, a vegetable lasagna. Ooh, hash browns. Now these are my favorite hash browns. Now I should have got these yesterday at Walmart, but I thought we had an extra bag at the house and we didn't, so I'll pick it up today. I do have dehydrated hash browns, but that I picked up and ordered from Costco. It's not my favorite thing. Let's take a look at the yogurt. It's very much like Walmart. Not a lot going on in there. Ooh, yeah. I have a couple subscribers that are like me when it comes to Oreo cookies. You know, we always expect this kind of junk food to be in, you know, huge span, huge supply. And when we don't see it, it concerns us. I'm with her. It concerns us. So I'm just going to go down the cookie aisle real quick so you all can see. Again, there's not many Oreos on top though. But there is a lot of cookies and stuff on top. But why have so many holes? So they have all the extra abundance. They don't put it on the shelves. So it has to be because of sales ads, or it has to be to give you that overwhelming sense that the store is abundant and full. And it's very distracting. And I'm a little OCD. Well, my husband's a little OCD, but so for me, it can be overwhelming. I do not like chaos at all. I like things to be uniform and consistent. I'm not very good with surprises and interruptions. So we'll take a look at the vegetables over here real quick. They are pretty thin, but they're not as bad. Lima beans, oh my gosh, $3. See, now if I was at home, my dad would, he plants lima beans and he'd give me a whole bunch every year so I could freeze them. But $2.29, lower price here. Must be these, I don't know. $2 for lima beans. I remember when they were 99 cents. I remember 48 cents for lima beans. And the packagings are really small now too. Let's see, what is this? 12 ounces, 10 ounces. Yeah, so packaging is changing, but I don't buy a lot of frozen vegetables, but if I do, I just buy them and dehydrate them. I don't want them taking up space in my freezer. Now, my favorite chocolate milk in the whole world, I'm going to share it with you right now, is right here. I have Crohn's disease, so I love this soy chocolate milk. And I'll tell you what, you take some of that, put some bananas, freeze them, cut them up, put them in the freezer, let them freeze up, and take some bananas out, a little bit of peanut butter, and a cup or two of the silk milk, and you have a nice chocolate smoothie during the summer months when it's super hot. It's just so delicious. I take those out to my husband when he's on the farm out, and he's been out there all day. Now I see some bacon here for $4.38. I've never heard of Sugardale. Not sure of the quality of that. And I don't like surprises when it comes to the things I do like. Eggs seem to be relatively full. And then we're coming up to the miscellaneous items usually that you buy once. Juice is still very thin. Now, I like to have orange juice. I usually buy it from the concentrate because it used to be cheaper and then just make it fresh. But it's been a little difficult to find the frozen concentrates of orange juice. sometimes I've had to resort to buying them. Potatoes don't look too bad. There's a few holes. And a few holes in the stir fry and the pre-made meals. I'm gonna get some of these garlic dinner rolls. They're a little pricey, but my husband likes these. He thought I had made them from scratch the other day. He's so sweet. But sometimes I like shortcuts, and that's one of them. Now for us, that will be 2 meals. It's 6 rolls. He'll eat 2 with lasagna tonight, and then, you know, the next night he'll take leftovers from work the next 2 days of lasagna. That'll help his lunch meal, because I don't like to cook separate meals for his lunch, so he just takes leftovers, because I won't eat leftovers very often. Okay, here's the orange juice. Concentrate is $2. Is there one cheaper? I'm gonna get the cheapest one I can find. $2.59, $2.19. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be the $2.19. So we'll grab 2 of those. I try to eat healthy. Let's check out the end cap here. I'm not sure what pumpkin pie ice cream would taste like. I'm not sure that that's something I will venture into. My husband likes those kinds of things. I don't personally. I don't like any. I like vanilla ice cream, or I like strawberry or chocolate, or mint chip. My favorite ice cream is Gold Medal Ribbon from Baskin Robbins, but we don't have a Baskin Robbins here, so we can't just get that. But they do have the individual containers, the little small ones, and they're like $3 or $4 here. Now, Tombstone seems to be in short supply. I'm thinking some of this has to do with procurement of ingredients, that some of them are having a difficult time getting, I suspect. I don't know for sure, but I think that might be why there's a problem. But the ice cream definitely looks a little better, but you have to look close because it's not full at all. You just have to, look. Now, some of these are more full, but that's because they're not ice creams that people typically pick up. And then, of course, there's spots where there's nothing. But they're not that many. Sorry, you get to keep seeing my reflection. I think overall, being that Tioga is a very small community, I mean, this store definitely has enough. But don't let there be a real emergency and they're going to run off. But like I said, I do find it very interesting that they have food on top and it's not on the shelf, especially where the shelves are thin. Whoops, I'm looking at it. And here we go. Now, I did do a little research on the dinners, and what I found out was, I believe it's Lean Cuisine and Stouffer's are owned by Nestle. And Nestle has, you know, since they bought those two lines, it has been not the best sales. And the shareholders want them to unload Lean Cuisine and Stouffer's. I guess they thought revamping the recipes was going to be an improvement and it'd be a great additional to their sales, but it's actually costing them a lot of money and it's more loss. So I suspect that's why maybe some of the things are not full anymore, because we've seen a lot of places where Lean Cuisine and Stouffer's were not full. She's watching me. I got caught. Let's be quick. She probably doesn't know if I'm doing a video or if I'm talking to someone. So here's the clerks and the cleaning products. Let's look up. I don't see anything up there. Not sure what's going on with the cleaning products either. Yeah, one of the employees has finally caught me on here. She's watching. She's circling me like a little vulture now. So I suspect she knows I'm filming, and she wasn't sure if I'm talking to somebody. She can't tell because I have groceries in my cart. Yeah, see, two of us can play that game. I'm gonna check the dog food. Yeah, animal supplies have been relatively thin up here. So I have been buying bags. I mean, bags. Not one or two. I'm buying several. Okay, guys, I think this is going to be a wrap. So tell me what you think is going on with the food being on top, because like I said, that's a pretty new thing I'm not used to seeing. And tell me what you're seeing at your stores. As always, thanks for all your comments and the time that you give this channel and checking out my videos. It's really appreciated. Thanks so much, guys. Have a